guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today you're watching a video where I show you what is in my pilot's bag, and this is a student pilot edition. So this video was filmed about 2 years ago when I was still a student pilot. Right now I'm a commercial pilot, in case you're wondering. So along the way from my student pilot to my commercial pilot phase, I've learned so much, and my flight bag has also updated along with me. And there have been some essentials that I've added to my flight bag later on, which are so necessary, and I learned it the hard way. And you don't have to. And if you want to watch an updated video on what is in my pilot's bag, a commercial pilot's edition, then let me know in the comments below so I'll make it for you. On this channel, I make a lot of aviation videos along with a lot of other videos, and if that is something you're interested in, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. Don't be shy, hit it, and the notification bell right next to it. Now that being said, let's get into the video. Come on! For my flight bag, I used to use a backpack. This backpack is from Skybag, and this is what I used to use. This is because I was also a full-time college student, so I had to run between my flight school and my college a lot. And I used to take the bus at this time. So running up and down the bus and running to catch the bus, all of this would have been so much easier with a backpack on my back instead of holding a flight bag, and it is a lot easier to carry. This is why I was using a backpack. Here is my bag. Let's open this up and see what is inside. Here on the inside, I have my headset right on top. My headset sits inside this bag. It came with this black bag, and it's from this company called flight.com, I think. And this is what it looks like. It cost me about $250. This is what my flight school got for me. I would definitely suggest you invest in a good headset. Next up on the inside, this is what it looks like. Here are my books. This big fat book is what we'll be seeing first. This is my FARIM. This is the 2019 FARIM, and it is pretty much all tabbed out, like you can see. I have been working on this for hours to tab it out, and I also highlighted it inside and put post-its wherever I needed and tabbed it out, so it will help me out. And if you are a student pilot too, or any kind of pilot, you should definitely tab out your FARIM because it'll be very, very helpful. Next in the bag, I have my Jeppesen Private Pilot book. My school follows Jeppesen syllabus, so this is why I have this book. And you can see in this book also I have tabbed and highlighted everything, and I have also stuck post-it notes wherever I need to take extra notes. And these books are pretty chunky, like you can see, but I carry most of these all the time, especially the Jeppesen book. Not the FARIM as much because I don't usually need it, but the Jeppesen book I carry every single day. Next, I have a few books that I use for college. These are my physics books that my professor gave me. One is for my physics lab, and the other one is for my physics class that I have today. So this is what it looks like. And now next, I have a piece of paper that is from another class. This is from one of my aero classes. They gave me one of these papers a few classes ago, so we could study for an upcoming test. And I used this paper to take down notes and used it to practice a few other things. That's why it looks like this. And I have this in my bag again to study, and because I will be needing it for today's class. And I also usually have a tiny notebook in here in the bag to help me with taking notes. And if you want to become a pilot and if you want to train in the US, you should definitely check out Avion. Avion is a private pilot ground school where you can start training while you're at home online and start saving money for your flight training. Look into joinavion.com to learn more. Next, let's move on to the front zip because we finished the back zip. So in the front zip, this is what it looks like. I have this leather pouch. It's a nice leather pouch. It's a travel something, I'm not sure what it's called. If I can find it, I'll have it linked down below. And it opens up, it has zipper on 3 sides, and it opens up like this, and you can put in your passport, your air tickets, and all the other documents in here. And I use it to put in my passport, medical, and here is where I put my student pilot certificate.
And if I have this, I'm all good for my flight. I don't need anything else. Legally, I'm good to fly. So I definitely need this every single flight. Next, in my bag, I have a few other things, and let me show you what these things are. First of all, I have my E6P. My E6P is what I'm going to be using to calculate a lot of things. It helps me find the wind correction angle and the ground speed. That is what we get on this side. And if we flip it over, on the other side we get the TAS, we can get the density altitude, we can get fuel consumption. Next, this is my checklist that I use. This checklist is from Checkmate and I keep it strapped to my kneeboard. My flight school also provides a checklist, but I also have one just in case, and I keep it with me if they don't have one. And this is what I use every flight. Underneath it is a piece of paper. This is actually a taxiway diagram that is folded in half, and if you look in through this, you will see the taxiway diagram faintly, and here is where I will be writing all the ATIS information. And on the back, on the kneeboard itself, like you can see, it is a metallic kneeboard. It is a very strong and sturdy kneeboard, 100% recommended. It has a lot of information also if you want to use it. And it is from ASA. I will try and link it down below. If you want, you can definitely find it. I really recommend this kneeboard for anybody using paper charts. And on the back, it has the strap, which you can strap onto your leg, and it'll be sturdy and it won't move. So you open it just like this, put it onto your leg and strap it back up. So it'll stay on your thigh and it'll be easily accessible throughout your flight. It won't move or budge. I store these things in the back of the kneeboard just so they don't move around in my bag and stay in place. Here's what's on the back of the kneeboard. First, we have my charts. I have my Los Angeles sectional chart and my Los Angeles stat chart, so I can reference in flight and while on the ground. And these charts are supposed to be expiring in June of 2019, so I have a few months left, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I get my private pilot done by then. Next up, I have my logbook. This is the Jepson Pilot Logbook. This is the small logbook and it is super compact and tiny, and it fits just right. For student pilots, this is a great option because it's small. I also keep sunglasses in this part of my bag if I ever need it. Now that we've finished this part of the bag, let's move on to the front. I have an Eiffel Tower keychain on this front zipper, and on the inside, I have a clip for some reason, and then we have a few flashcards. These are the cards on which I write down a few things that I tend to forget, and especially for my written test, the things I'm forgetting a lot, these are what I write down on these flashcards so I can go through them and keep revising so it sticks. And on the back, I have a few post-it notes so I can use it whenever I'm studying. And then I also have this ID pouch. I don't have my ID cards in here because privacy reasons, and I usually clip it onto this part, and so it's easily accessible and I can put it on whenever I need it. And then I have my pen drive up here, and it also has a USB type A to C adapter here, so I can transfer data onto my phone if I ever need to, and I can use the USB if I need to in my college presentations or for whatever reason I might need it. And then in my bag, I also have gum. You can never go wrong with breath mints, so I have some gum in my bag. I can use it if I ever need to. And on the front there is one more zipper. Here is where I keep a few spare pencils and pens and any extra change that is lying around. On the side is where I keep some napkins, so if I'm eating in the bus, I don't have to worry about anything spilling. And on the other side, I keep my water bottle. And now on the back of the bag, there is another tiny zipper where it has its rain cover, and I also keep some band-aids and first aid that I could use in here. And that is my flight bag. And these are the essentials that you will need for your first flight.
And that is all for today's video. This was what was in my student pilot's bag. These are essentials that you also need in your student pilot's bag. And if you want an updated video on what other things I carry right now as a commercial pilot, let me know in the comments below so I'll make it for you. I will have more of my aviation videos linked in the iCard and in the description box below. If you want to become a pilot and you're wondering how to pay for flight training, here's a video on how to do it. I made a full video explaining how to pay for pilot training and how to get free flight training and scholarships. It's right here. And another aviation video will be right here. And I will see you in another video very soon. Until then, signing off, Lightning Girl. Bye!